There we go. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome, finally, to our Transport Fever Let's Play. Don't worry. I recognise that problem. We've had it before. For some reason, Streamlabs desktop just goes, yeah, what was that microphone again? It just completely forgets the device. I think it's when you unplug the microphone while the computer's turned on. I'm not sure, but I haven't actually unplugged the microphone. It's here. Like it always is. There. Now, one thing I did do was, because it's now 25 degrees in my office, I've got all 4 of my desk fans on. So we've got the ones that are just beneath the camera, and we've got the ones on the other side here, and the ones on the other side, they kind of get close to the microphone boom. So I did have to move the microphone boom a little bit, but yeah. Oh, it's like, that's a very nice microphone you have bound there. It'd be a shame if it were to disappear, wouldn't it? Yes, basically, software is pants and it sometimes goes wrong, he says, as a software developer. But hello everybody and welcome. Just as a reminder, last live stream, last Tuesday, the new spring update was released. So there was various features added to that, including buoys for ships, which I didn't think it needed it, but obviously the developers thought it did. And yeah, there was a few other bits and bobs. The big one for me was the trains and vehicles selecting multiple lanes for arriving at a particular station. And that was important. That was the only thing I wanted. And because it was the only thing I wanted, I completely forgot about all the other ones. And we got... Was it last time we went on a bit of a rant? I don't remember. We went on a bit... We went so many tangents. And one of them was a massive tangent. But we're going to crack on. We're going to get in the game because, like I said in the title of the live stream, we're going to do some boating around. Yes, there we go. Was it? Oh, hang on. I don't think I'm seeing updates in the chat now. What is going on tonight, eh? I'm refreshing the chat. I think I saw Jack and Max say something in the corner of my eye in the preview. Let's have a look. I won't know if the chat's fixed until somebody chats in chat. Chat. Okay, game's loaded. We can go over to the game. And we can turn the sound down now. So it's a little bit more amicable compared to my voice. There we go. The chat's working again. Sorry if I missed anything. We'll start with a summary. We don't have to jump like straight into boats. Boats are coming. But just to give you an overview of what's happening in this world, we have 3 towns. We have Bradnich, and it's connected via this main line to Pickering, which is really growing now. And it's also connected to Wellington, which is also doing good. All 3 towns have the 2 things, the 2 cargoes, which they require. All 3 towns have some sort of ring road around the outside of the town. I don't know why, but they do. What else? Yeah, so we've got all of that. And then over here we've got a loop line, which you can't see very well, but if I bring up the line manager thing, it'll make it easier to... Can I not pop the line manager out? Okay, what about... Nope. Nope. Is there no way I can just say, oh, there's the line? Not in that filter. Alright, fine. Whatever. So we've got these pink and purple loops that go between these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towns, I think. Yeah, we've got skyscrapers now, Brandon. We've got, yeah, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Each of these towns have their own bus service, which is quite nice. And we upgraded the service in our 3 main towns to be a tram service. So we've got no buses running around. We've got the trams. We've got normal trams. And we got upside down trams. No, I'm just kidding. We just got normal trams. Which is really nice to have it going round the city. Whoa, camera went crazy. And we've got a few other things over here, but this is all this kind of railway line over here. We've got some ships over here already, transporting things backwards and forwards, including some trains, and some bricks over here as well. But all of that is purely to keep these towns going with the materials that they require for growth. Now it looks like we have about 500 people at our airport, at both sides. We've got 2 terminals already, and yeah, it's still a problem. We can't expand the airports, I don't think, with an extra runway. No, we can't. Okay. So money is not the best. We spent a lot of money over the last few live streams, and we've purchased a lot of vehicles. Let's have a look. There we go. And some of the vehicles are making like loads of money. Like these trains over here, these brick trains are making 1.4 million each apparently at the moment. The only problem is that we've also got trains that are making minus 2 point something million, which is bad. But if we look at the lines overall, the line statistics, there we go, we can see that we've got quite a few in the positive there, and most of the ones in the negative are small amounts. It's all the little bus and tram services that we don't really care about that much. There are a few train lines down the bottom here. The main line, the old main line, I don't know why that's doing so terrible at the moment. And the main loop clockwise is at minus 4 million. But overall our money is going up, and that's the important thing. So today we're going to try and supplement that income with some boats. Now we already discussed that we've got some boats over here, and I don't think we need to upgrade these yet, although we do seem to be getting a slight... I'm not sure. There's not a I thought there was quite a lot building up there, but there's only 40 units, and it's all just gone because that boat just arrived. So yeah, where's my other boat? There's my other boat, shipping along. I actually took the screenshot for this live stream from this position, so I got a new boat out of here, got it to come out, didn't save it. So we've got them going around, but we do need to, or I was thinking we could use some passenger services to link up some extra towns in to some of our existing network. So I'm looking for suggestions. This one over here, this Barnes or wherever it is just screaming out to me. Oh, look at that. That's a good screenshot, isn't it? Did it work? Yeah, there we go. But yes, basically what I was thinking is that this town here we could connect up with one of the other towns on the coast. So I'm not exactly sure which town would be best. I suppose it'd be brilliant if it was connected straight up to the train station. And it's a little bit far to go to come all the way over to Kempton. George watching on YouTube, welcome to the stream. So I think a passenger service is in order here. So let's have a look and get the layer for what is this? Cargo. So you can see that the front of the town here is all the industrial area, and it's actually the back of the town over here where the residential district is. So I'm thinking we actually put our service in from there. And then the question is, do we go like in here and use our existing bus service to do a shuttle out to the dock, or do we come in here and try and connect it in a bit closer, maybe with a bit of land or something? I don't know. So that's one of the ones I want to do. If we work our way around the map, there's another one over here, but it's not really near a town that we've already got looped into the system. I mean, I guess it's kind of close to Wellington, but again, we'd probably have to have a bus service come out or a canal-y sort of thing. Then we got this one over here. Now this one's quite good. Is this Eccles? Is that how you say that? E-C-C-L-E-S. Eccles. Eccles, I think. Ain't it too late for Mullard in 1977? Yeah, there's newer ones out there. We just haven't replaced them yet because we've got no money. But we could, I mean, there is a land bridge for a road there, but we could quite easily have a hovercraft come across here and just go straight into the side of Pickering there. So that one is one we could do. And then there's loads of towns over here on these islands and bits of land masses, but they're not really... I mean, actually, well... This Walsall one here, we could connect that up. And then it could go across the water to maybe one of these. I like maybe Kempston. Slightly losing money. Yeah, sort of. Kind of losing money, kind of not losing money. It's a bit of a balance. So there's a few options there, and I kind of want to leave it open to chat as to what you think I should focus on. Whether I should do all of those ideas or some of them. Green coal tech. Not sure what you're on about there. But hopefully, oh no, our balance did just drop down substantially. That's not good. Although it just shot up to 5 million. So I think we're okay on that side of things. There are some towns over here that are just completely like not connected at all. I'm wondering whether a railway service between them might be in order before we boat these ones up. JJ says Mallard last ran after a break from the 60s until restoration. Sometime in the 1980s. Wow. You can still ride on the trains pulled by her sister engines. Oh, that's cool. No regular services. Okay. So there's not really a massive amount of opinion on boats in the chat. Most people are talking about trains. Which, with the game that does focus a lot on trains, I can kind of understand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get this bit of land here. And get the brush size a bit bigger. And we're just going to try and get this coastline a little bit closer because I'd like to make a dock right in there. I'm not exactly sure. Let's rotate it round. There we go. So there we go. That would fit right in there, but it's not going to connect to anything. We'd have to add a road. But that's kind of fine. So let's put the dock there. At the minute it's only got one passenger station and I'm actually okay with that. And then on the road side of things we'll get some medium streets and we'll put one at the end of the dock and connect it up to the road there. And one at the other end of the dock, and I kind of want to get through here without killing too many buildings. So I guess we could go through one big building or through several small buildings. 113,000 actually works out to be about the same. I think we'll go for the one big building. And then they can build around there. So there we go. Does this game have boat trains, or are the train boats? The boats that can carry trains? It does not, but it really should. It really should. So in theory now, when we click this, you can see that most of this area around here is all connected. Actually, we could probably get a little bit more if we just connect that bit up there. Yeah, we've actually managed to get some buildings there too, so that is pretty fantastic. Let's get slightly bendy roads. Do a little bit of extra road building around here to help the city out. There we go. Because this is all kind of area that they could populate, and it would help with the passenger transport there. So that's one end. The other end, we're going to go over here. We're going into this town. I can't remember exactly where all the different bits of bobs are, but we will put a road in somewhere over there, bring the land up to it, and we'll add it into the bus route. Nope. There. Looks good to me. We'll just connect those bits across there. Now I want to I don't know how much it's going to cost me to do this with the land, but let's use the land level tool and just say whatever level the land is here, let's push it back there. Well, that didn't work. It just seems to want to bring the land up. Ooh, we got some new planes available. Height map texture tool. No, that's not what we wanted. Flatten. There we go. That's what we wanted. So we want to come in from here and flatten it close to the road. And then we'll put in our boaty thing. I think no, I did too much flattening. There's not enough room for the quayside part. There we go. That should do it, I think. Right, boaty bit. That's the official term. There we go. Oh, look at that. That is pretty much perfect. And I think the catchment of that is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. I mean, I did make a mess here, but now that that's all in, we are now going to use the smooth tool and just smooth this all out. And that immediately looks so much better. Now, did I do this bridge so that boats can go under it? I don't think I did. Oh god, I think I messed up this bridge. Nice street planning. I think it's okay street planning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a boat can't get under there, but I don't know how to tell. Can I do... Is there a waterway? Ah, there we go. Because there is a bridge over here, and I'm pretty sure we did it so the boats can pass? Oh, maybe not. I think we're going to have to rebuild the bridge. Well, we've got 14 million. We just need to wait for this terribly old train, actually. Wow, that is a rust bucket and a half. I mean, just look at that train compared to the other train. It's like chalk and cheese. Yes, boats, Volan. We're doing boats. Yes. Okay, so let's pause now and demolish the bridge. And I feel that if I get rid of, like, most of the bridge, like this... Well, we do actually have new bridge construction materials that we didn't have previously. So you can see now with the boating menu that that's no good. We can do this. There are a variety of different bridges. There is, I mean, that just doesn't look right to me. Can we make it like? How do we make it go up and down? Oh, there we go. So we need to make it go up a bit. Oh, that's the maximum it can go up. And we can't get any boats under there, can we? Or can we get boats under there? I'm not really sure. Not clear to me. I think they changed this. No, Egg says no. Right, okay. Cancel that. We'll go back another piece. I think I remember saying when I built this bridge in the first place that it was going to be a problem. So let's go with... what speeds have we got here? 180, 300. Okay. Can I... bend that bridge up? That still doesn't let boats under it? Oh, that's not good. Okay. This is not good. Alright. Maximum bendy boat. Hey, look. Here we go. There are some areas there that do not allow it, but there is some areas that do allow it. Oh, press the wrong button. Right, let's try again. Right, up. See, I don't know whether it's just not even considering that. I feel like we need to take one more section off this side to just try and make the curve a little bit smoother. Here we go. That's better. That's what we were after. Okay, it's going to cost 2.2 million. Wow. Okay, fair enough. A lot of trains are going to slow down at this point. Well, a little bit, but by this point they should actually have some good speed up. So this train's currently going 67 kilometers an hour, which is not massively fast, but it has left the station already. So there we go. Let's have a look. The orange art looks nice if you make a bigger bridge. Yeah. Nothing went wrong. What? Nothing ever goes wrong. Okay. I guess we're going to need somewhere for our boats to come out of. So let's do that and rotate it round. Weep. I feel like just doing it on the other side here is probably quite nice. Yeah, I think that works. Zio says, yeah, Zio says, got this game last week. Didn't have a chance to play it yet. Oh my goodness. I would, yeah, struggle. I would struggle. I would have to play it lots. Yeah. John, watching on YouTube, welcome to the stream. Just checking. Remove more rails to make the more spacing for the arching, said George. Which is what I did when I was not paying attention to the chat. So let's get a boat. Buy vehicles. Passenger. Hovercraft. It's got to be a hovercraft, right? It's going to cost us $1 million for a hovercraft. And we are going to set up a new line. We're going to go between this place and that place. You know what? That works pretty good to me. That's a good loop. I don't think we need any buoys on that one. Team of 6 developers turned into 2. Not much free time lately. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Should we keep it with the orange colour? Let me know if you think we should change the colour in the chat. And we'll assign the ship to the line. And what we'll do while we're at it, we'll get a build bus stop. Is that a bus stop? That's a truck stop. We'll get a bus stop and we'll put a bi-directional bus stop right outside. And then we'll modify whatever bus route this is. So... nope, that's... I want the bus. Manage vehicle, bull loop, manage line, add station, after Church Road, that station. So we're going around in a big loop there. That works for me. Just wondering whether Church Road actually covers everything. It doesn't. I think we need to move that now that the town's grown. So we'll put the bus stop in there and we'll change their line. We'll go on the Bull Loop. We'll get rid of Church Road and we will put in this new one, whatever that one is. And then we'll get rid of that one. There we go. Right, where's our boat? There's our boat. Has it got anybody on board? No, of course it hasn't. Are there any trains coming? Oh, that would have been nice to get a screenshot of a train going over the bridge. It would have. Make sure can connect all the passengers. Make sure what? Something about God. I don't know. Better still, a bus station. I mean, I don't think we need a bus station, do we? There's not that many people around here anyway, so we should be alright. So this side of the town is covered by that station. This side of the town is covered by that station. And this side of the town is covered by that one. It actually works out really nice. Whoop. Okay. Hover's noisy. Check noise pollution. I think we decided that we don't really care too much about noise pollution, do we? But let's have a look. Noise pollution. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's leaving a wake of noise pollution. Oh my. I mean, it's no more than the railway line, really. Is it? If anything, it's less than the... Oh my goodness. Look at this noise pollution that the airport's giving off. Wow. You can see the railway lines, like, really clear. I'm not quite sure why there's so much noise pollution on these hills. Oh, this is current noise pollution. Okay, so... Oh my goodness, yeah, you can see the noise pollution wake that a hovercraft leaves. Go back to sails. We're not going to do that. We're not going to go back to sails. But yeah, you can see the trains and the noise pollution that each train is providing there. What's the loudest thing we can buy and put it in the town centre? Probably an airport. Like, these aircraft taking off are ridiculously loud. There we go. I can't remember what we're doing now, but we've got 9 million in the bank account. Oh yeah, boats. So how many boats do we want on this line? I need to rename the line. So while I'm renaming the line, I want you to shout out in chat with how many boats you think I should have in this service. So it's called Line 1. I'm going to call it the Barnes boat. There we go. Sound reflecting off the hills. Yeah, I think it might be. Performance is 10. They're expensive. Oh, it does appear like there's plenty of people on board though. And by plenty I mean 6. DGX says 2. Zio says aeroplanes used to be loud. You used to live under a route. Oh wow. Only the internationals onto the only internationals in your country. They've added silences to the engines. Oh, okay, interesting. JJ says 3 boats. So at the minute, like, Volan's like way off compared to everybody else. Eventually, 1 billion boats. 400, fill the sea. I like the way we've got sensible suggestions like 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, and then we've got 10, 400, billion. It's actually shifting. How fast is it going? 93? That's half decent. I want to see it go under this bridge. I'm going to go to the bridge and wait for it. And while we're doing that, we'll purchase a new one. So we'll go manage vehicles, clone. So if we stop here, or do you think we might get a train that comes across right at the same time? Also, we've got to remember I accidentally got rid of some signals, so we'll have to put some signals back. It's a long journey, 10. I would say it's a medium journey. I'm not sure I'd say... Oh my goodness, there we go, look. Absolutely. Oh, there's actually ripples in the water behind it. I'd never noticed that before. Although the two of them are now right close. How many railway stations have you built? Okay. Let's have a look. This is the station list. No, that's the town statistics. This is the industry. Here we go. So that's vehicle statistics. Where are the stations? Here we go. Station statistics. We have this many stations. But how many of them are railway stations? I don't know. We've got about 7 on this loop line. We've got 3 on the main line. But then we've got all the smaller stations. Like... where's it gone? Like over here to do the cargo. So we've got a steam train there blasting down the main line. And we've got what I believe to be a diesel train there coming in to do bits and bobs on that side as well. So we've got quite a few stations all over the place. I still love this. I didn't think you could get like that efficient with these things, but it does go really quite nicely and works really well. I'm not seeing any of the vehicles using the alternate route. The boat bridge. The station is a good example of overkill. Yes. Although look, there on the far right we have a vehicle that just used the just in case lane. So there you go. It is being used, just not that much. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got 32 people waiting over here now. Maybe we ought to get another hovercraft. Where's the hovercraft? Manage vehicles. Clone. There we go. We've got 3 hovercrafts now. Be nice to space them out a little bit more. What's the capacity of a hovercraft? 20. So there are over 1.5 people's worth waiting for the hovercraft. There we go, off it goes. Where's the next one? Here it comes. So they're costing me 15 grand each time. I love the way it just slides in. Little bit of a story. I've actually piloted a hovercraft before. Not like one of them though. Mine was like a tiny thing which 2 people can like... Well, it didn't even have seats. You knelt down at the wheel. So you just like... You knelt down at the... Was it a wheel? Was it a yoke? I can't remember what it was. And it was a while ago now. And it was one of these places where you could go and have a go. But yeah, it was fantastic fun. It didn't go over water. We only did it over land. Brandon says, I've heard they're impossible to control. No, they're not. At all. You've got a lot of control. Because the throttle is relatively constant, but you can direct the throttle. But one thing you have to do though on hovercrafts of that size, which I didn't know, is you have to lean correctly, because if you don't lean and the hovercraft is moving along and you're going around a corner, it will start drifting, okay? And if you are drifting in a hovercraft, you can end up going sideways, and in a car that's kind of fine. Like going sideways, that's drifting. Your wheels will spin. Either you'll overpower the wheels on tarmac, or you'll slide on gravel. You've got a very heavy vehicle. With a hovercraft, you've got something that's very light, sitting on a cushion of air. So it just slides, it just goes. But if you don't lean into the corner to bring your outside, so the outside of the corner up, then the corner of the hovercraft, as it's sliding sideways, the side or corner of the hovercraft can hit into the ground, and if it does that, you flip the hovercraft. So yeah, Top Gear has obviously just been daft, but I have single-handedly driven or piloted a 2-man hovercraft over land round a course. It was great fun. If you get the opportunity to do it and you can afford to, I'd say give it a go. Why not? It's one of those things back in the day that we did, and I'm glad I did it. It's cool. I keep forgetting I've done that. I don't think there's any photos from back then, because this was before we had... Was it before we had mobile phones? It was definitely before we had phones with cameras on. It would have been... Yes, we had mobile phones back then. Only just. Because we started to have mobile phones when we were 16. And we would have done the whole hovercraft rallying adventure weekend thing that we did when we were like 18, 19. So it was a couple of years into kind of like where everybody started getting mobile phones. There you are, little story. Every stream is better with a cup of tea. Gonna get one. You know what? I haven't had a cup of tea in ages. I fancy a cup of tea, like tea and cake. I don't like the way this looks around here. I'm going to do this, and then that. Well, that looks much better. Okay. So, what's next? We've already got this boat going. There's nothing on it. Like, there's literally no one at all waiting here. Interesting. See our boats there in the distance, just little specks. Train comes along. I don't know if there was photographs. This was before you thought you was going to say photography was invented. Well, the thing is, right, when you took photographs, like photographs before having digital cameras on phones, and photographs before that, two different experiences. Like when we used to go out and socialize in the evenings, tangent time, you know, we didn't have cameras on phones. Nobody had cameras on phones back then. It's certainly in the early days. But like, you didn't take a camera with you for those sorts of socializing events. Most people didn't. I did, because I'm weird. I was the dude with the camera. Like, there was, in a whole group of people when we was on a night out, like, I was the only one that had a camera, and I had a Konica Minolta Dimage, I think it was. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because it was a cracking camera. I'm going to try and find a picture. That's not quite it. I say it was a cracking camera. I'm saying that because it got danced on. It lost screws. Oh, I found it. I think. Yes. Okay. That's a picture of it. Open link in new tab. No, not link. I think that's it. Let me just try and get image for you guys to have a quick look. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, so I was that guy with the camera, and this is the Konica Minolta camera that I took out there. It was one of those cameras. It had a 3.2 megapixel sensor, a real decent flash, batteries that were hot swappable, like proper little, not like you didn't have to go and get like 7 AA's. It had a proper, I don't think it was lithium battery. Lithium battery technology I don't think had got on so far back in those days. And it did have a tiny LCD screen on the back, but you couldn't see anything. So that was, I don't know when that came out, but I had that camera on nights out. What was the point I was trying to make? So yes, until we had proper cameras on mobile phones, you didn't socially take photos in the same way that we do now. And you didn't snap everything, and there wasn't photos for everything, and whole parts of your life you just never had photos of. It did get danced on, and it lost screws, and it still worked. I wish I still had it. Okay. So we're up to 3 boats, and nobody's waiting at this end. And we've got 1 person waiting at the other end. I think 3 might be okay. Oh, we need to put the signals back in. There we go. Yeah, you used to have to remember memories. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had cameras. And people used cameras. I'm not saying we didn't. I'm just saying you didn't have one in your pocket all the time with you everywhere. Like, and it wasn't everybody. Like, now if you go somewhere, a load of people, like nearly everyone, will have a camera in their pocket. If not everyone. So it was a different culture. This map seed from a game map or in the workshop, it's just randomly generated one. Randomly generated map seed. There we go. We've got a couple of ships coming in here. Oh, and we got a train. Yay! We're gonna try and get that. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I don't know if I got the screenshot or not. I don't care. I kind of care. Anyway, we've got 3 ships going backwards and forwards on that one, and there was another one over here that was obvious to me. There was this route between Eccles. I'm not sure how easy it will be to put one of these in. I think on this high hillside it's going to be near impossible. But there is a bit of road over here next to the residential district, so that looks quite good, and it's on lower lying land. Yes. Yes, look at that. That doesn't have the whole town. The catchment of that is terrible. We're definitely going to have to get some road vehicles going. I mean, I have photos that go way back, but the photos I have that go way back, they're physical photos. They're not digital photos in my digital library. Like, if I go back, some of the first digital photos I have are 2002. And I'm not 100% sure that they are definitely digital. I think they are scanned prints that I scanned later on. I think we have to go to 2000. Yeah, 2003 is when I had a digital camera. Don't know if there's any information about what it was taken with. A DX. Oh. Bear with me a second, folks. I know we're tangenting again. This should be called the Tangent Show. I think I just found. Yeah. Okay. Right. Apparently, what I did is I just went back to my my photo album where I keep all of my photos. I went back to the first image that looked like a digital image rather than a scan of a print, and I went to the information, and it actually tells me with what camera it was taken with in the file, like metadata. And I've looked it up and I found it. I found the camera. So this, the one that I showed you, was not my first digital camera. Okay, the one I showed you was not. This was my first digital camera. The Kodak EasyShare DX4330 digital camera. It had a docking station like this. Yeah. And yeah, I had the docking station. That was my first digital camera. So I've just managed to work that out, and I had no idea. I'd forgotten about that completely. And that was 2002. I'm just going to skip through a few years. There's a holiday. That's not even my photo. There's another holiday. There's a holiday in 2004. And now I'd switch to the Konica Minolta Dimage XT, which is the one I showed you. Which is that one. So somewhere between 2002 and 2004, I switched to my second camera, and that was my second camera. And should we skip forward just a little bit more and see if we can see how long that camera lasted for? Oh, no, we don't want that. So if I can find a photo here. No, okay. Okay, so now, by 2008, I had a different camera, and I think it was my phone. Yes, okay. So I just found a photo from 2008, and it was the Sony Ericsson K800i. It was the first mobile phone I had with a proper camera. Sony Ericsson K800i. So somewhere between 2008 and 2004, I swapped from my Konica Minolta to the Sony Ericsson K800. I'm going to try and see if I can pinpoint that a little bit more. So that's 2008. What's that one? 2007 was the Sony Ericsson K800i. That was a proper camera. Yep. Going back to yeah, it's still 2007. Can I find a 2006? No. Where's 2006 gone? Somebody deleted 2006. No, it's still here. Right, so 2006, I still had the Konica Minolta. So I had my first camera for around 2 years. I had the Konica Minolta for around 2 years, and then I I had the Sony Ericsson K100i, which is when we started using phones. And around that sort of time, I bought my first professional DSLR camera as well. So there we go. Tangent time for now about my camera tech is over. Do you realise we started this tangent because we were talking about hovercrafts? Do you guys prefer the tangents? Like, do you wish there was no tangents? Less tangents? Short tangents? Long tangents? What would you guys prefer on that? What is your tangent preference? I'm not sure if I like games more or tangents. I think that's a good thing, right? I'm just thinking we probably shouldn't connect this to the main road. Like, we should have a junction and then, like, connect it to the junction. So, something like that. And then put it in. Yeah, I like that. I mean, we've got to smooth out the land a bit, but... Cool. Brandon says, I like them. They would fit random vlog videos. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, you see. Like, each one of these stories that I've got for these tangents, there's not enough in it for a video, is there? Like, I did a video about a piece of technology, and I put it on my channel, on my second channel. Let's see, Master Hellish, channel content. We're on a tangent again. We're talking about one of the videos I made. And if I switch account to my second channel and look at that video that I created. So I published that video 10 days ago. It's got 64 views, 5 comments, and 7 likes. So that's actually quite good for my second channel. So, yeah. Although half of those comments are probably me replying to comments, because it counts that as well. Call it Tangent Bay. Could send you on another tangent. Say it's 16 weeks again. Time for your baby. How do you, Dad? I'm terrified. Right, we will do that tangent after a bit more boats. Okay, we will do that tangent. That is a very worthwhile tangent. Short story, it'll be fine. Okay. So we've got a new new ports in. Let's connect up the ports. Should be relatively straightforward. It's a straight-ish sort. Oh, there's an island in the way here. It won't be fine, says Egg. It will be fine. It will be fine. Let's get hovercraft. Oh, like the Graf Zeppelin there carries a lot more people, but it's a lot slower. I'm going with the hovercraft again. I like the hovercrafts. Okay, so we need to sort out this line. This will probably work. It won't go wrong. This is the advice I needed. Like, I'm not here for advice. I can tell you what happened to me. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. Okay, let's get this line 1 renamed. So this is Eccles boat line. I need some water and I haven't brought any with me. It's 26 degrees in my office right now. There we go. The Eccles boat route's in there. We'll change its colour to orange, the same as the other one. I don't really like orange. It doesn't look great. Well, that's one boat off. I think we should have 3. So what I'll do, when it's most of the way there, I'll clone it, and then when it's part of the way back, I'll clone it. So we'll do that soon. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink because my throat's getting sore, and then we'll tell JJ how everything's going to be fine. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Ooh. Oh, he moved out the way of it. So that's the problem. If I'm firing these ones, I've got to be certain that my hits will hit. Ooh, that was a big hit. What happened? Apart from me going orbital. What? Have giants ever launched you guys 300 feet into the air? I think we just had the answer to that. And we're not going that way. Nope, wait, they're off again. I'm gonna have a pot shot at this. I know it's a long one, but here we go. Nope. That was a good shot. I mean, I didn't make it first time. It was second try. Still. Right. Okay, you fight that. Okay, folks. Tangent time. I've got myself a nice glass of water. I normally use my shaker, but I've lobbed it in the sink already for tonight. So we'll get back to boats in a second, but we're just going to tell JJ. I'm going to tell JJ, right? Like one of the things I've got a terrible memory, like a really bad memory. Like I have to write everything down. I've got spreadsheets for everything. Like even like how many times I have to do certain things a day. There's a spreadsheet for it. But I still remember it clear as day. The day that I brought my daughter home from the hospital with the wife, and we put her on the sofa, and I just turned around and I was like, now what? Like, you do not have a clue. I think unless you've had a kid before, or like you've looked after somebody else's extremely young baby, you don't have a clue. But it you know, there is I've seen some things. I tell you, the first time it poos in the bath, that was horrific. Sorry to anybody who's having food right now. There has been some moments, I will tell you, just like that. But you know, you deal with it. Everybody deals with it. You know, and obviously it goes without saying, there's just so many fantastic, brilliant things, and you get hung up and worried about all the other things. If anybody does ever want any advice, the one thing that I always say is go with your gut and the advice of medical professionals. Try not to listen too much to what everybody else is telling you. People may tell you different things, or conflicting things, or there might be a lot of various different bits of information. Don't worry about it. Just go with the professional advice. Like so for example, here in the UK, you would speak to, I don't know, either a doctor, or you might go to the NHS website. So the equivalent for your country, and obviously go with your gut. If you don't think you don't feel like something's right, then you go with that. we've actually been given advice from people before that turned out to actually be not just wrong, but actually potentially dangerous. So yeah, and that wasn't from a professional. But yeah, that's what I say. People will give you a lot of advice. Well, that was my experience anyway. And most of it's all cool, but you just have to pick and choose, and you have to be the one that just makes those decisions. And at the end of the day, you just go with it. And me and my daughter, we work things out together sometimes. Like, I will just sit down with her as like, I don't know what to do. And I will tell her the situation, and she doesn't always understand. Sometimes she does, and sometimes we can figure things out together. You know? I very often treat her like she's a little bit older than what she is. And I think whilst that can be challenging for her sometimes, like I stretch her a little bit, I think it's also very good for her. And she gets a lot out of that. There you go. There we go. I think that'll do. Should we crack on? We'll crack on. Boats. So we're cracking on with the boats. I don't know if the boats are making money yet, but we'll have to have a look at that. Let's go. Ship 10 is pretty much halfway now. So we will clone ship 10 for ship 11. 11 ships. This doesn't feel right. Like in OpenTTD, like buying lots of ships is nearly always a bad idea. Yeah, I'm always mean to my daughter. Like even when she was a baby, when she had a dummy, a pacifier, I'd never like put it in her mouth. I would like put it in her hand or near her mouth, so she would have to try and push it in. It's like cruel to be kind. Like, right, okay. So with this one, we're definitely going to have a bus route in, like we did on the other side. So let's get a. Should we have a proper bus stop? I kind of feel like it deserves it, and I kind of regretting not putting a proper one in on the other side now. Princess Hellish playing TTTD when I'm training her up. All right, she's going to take some time. I've just realised that we're using trams in this city, not buses, so we're going to have to just completely adjust the tram link. So let's go streets, tools, trammatize, and we will do. We'll do an out and back in again line here. So it goes out to there and then back in again. And then we'll just adjust these lines. So I think there's two. There's the anti-clockwise and we want it between Richmond and Grove. So if I choose Grove, that worked. That worked quite nicely, actually. And then if I choose this tram, manage the vehicle, manage the line, and do it. So we're going from Richmond to Grove again. I'm not sure that's right. It's not. Okay, let's try that again. So which way round is this one going? Richmond? That's it. That's correct. Got it. Sorted. So in theory, the trams should be coming along here shortly, as well as the boats. Should have trams one side and boats the other. Yeah, so what other games have we been playing? I can't remember now. What game was it? My brain's broken. Hang on a second. Ooh, drop my phone. Hey, we got a tram coming in. I mean, there's probably going to be no passengers for it yet. What on earth was... Right, okay. There's a mobile game. So if I go onto my tablet, she was playing Pixel Dungeon on my tablet. And she wasn't really doing it 100% properly, but it was a good one for her to start on because it's just like tap, 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 tap. You're just tapping on the screen, depending on... Well, she kind of was playing it properly, but like also not. But she can read... There's the hovercraft. She can read things now. So she can read some of the prompts that like pop up. Obviously, a lot of the words are too complex for her at the age she's at. But like, if she wants to know where, like, start, or go, or exit, then she knows them. She can do that. I could have sworn there was a game that we actually sat down and played. Oh god, what was it? It was the first ever game where she was using a mouse properly. I remember now. Happy Mrs. Chicken. Yes, for those of you who know, it was the computer game from Peppa Pig. There is a version of it online, and she was playing it. Happy Mrs. Chicken. Right, money situation. We can repay the loan. Finally. Right, and now we should really only spend money we've got spare. How's the boats doing? Okay, neither of the boat services are making any money. Oh my goodness. One of them's actually... Oh no. We do need another boat on the Eccles service though. Let's do that now. Another ship time. Client. There we go. Okay, so the boats aren't making money yet. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Let's try and figure it out. So over here, we put this little bus station in, and I feel like we need a proper bus station. Because, like, we want people to love this place. So, I guess we have to... Let's pause the game. Bulldoze them. Then put this one back in. I mean, we might have to put it in one key to get it in without destroying buildings. And I really don't want to destroy buildings. Actually, I kind of like that. I mean, the land needs softening around it. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, she's starting to play games now. We don't really have a lot of time for it, but I'm starting to teach her things. I was trying to teach her about money the other day, trying to get a young child to comprehend the difference between the number of coins and the denomination on the coin. This is 1 pence. This is 2 pence. There is 3 pence. And she'll look at it and go, it's 2. And she understands that that's a 2 pence, like individually. And you can show her a 5 pence and she can see there's a 5 on it. And she'll say it's 5 pence. But then, like, you put 2 of them together and she'll get, like, I'm not... And she'll get a little bit lost. But, like, she's getting there. You can see the development of a child as they go through. And that is a really interesting thing. Okay, I fixed that. Everything's fine, apart from the fact that like they're not making any money. I think we might need more Lego boats. We might be able to upgrade the Lego boats. We haven't upgraded these in ages. Let's have a look. Manage vehicles. The UK has also a neat thing that some coins are bigger than others. That's true, and different shapes. That is good that the coins are like that. The problem with the coins is that, like, the 5 pence is smaller than the 1 pence, the 2 pence is bigger than the 1 pence, and the 10 pence is smaller than the 2 but bigger than a 1, and obviously bigger than a 5. The 50 pence piece is the only one that no, wait. Is it hexagonal? I don't know, but I think the 20 is too. Like, there's no... Why they don't go up and down in size, I have no idea. Right, cargo ships. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. Okay, so we do have 2 very good cargo ships. The problem is, on this loop that we're doing, we need them to be able to transport oil, crude oil, and Lego all at the same time. And none of those ships can do it, except that one, and that's the one we're using. Yeah. Okay, we need to work out where we're losing money, and like, we need to look at both ends of the scale. We need to look at where we're losing money, why, and what we can do to fix it. Oh, some nice new trains are out. I wish we could afford that. And we also need to look at the other end where we are making money and try and make more of it. Okay, so let's look at all vehicles, all lines. So, right, here's one. The aircraft are making the most money at the moment, okay? They're always full, and there's absolutely tons of passengers at the terminal. So that says to me, let's do that. Let's sort that out. The only problem is, I think we are starting to fill up with the amount of space that we can have. So that says to me, like, these vehicles, we probably need to upgrade them. So if we look at the passenger vehicles, we now got the Aerospace 146. It carries 20 compared to the 19 that we're currently carrying. It's not really an increase very much, is it? It goes a lot quicker though. It goes nearly just less than double the speed. I was hoping that we'd, I mean, and on top of that it'd cost 72 million, which we haven't got. That was a micro tangent. I'm not going to count that one, JJ, about the coin sizes. It's only a tangent if I have. It's only a tangent if I have to do stuff like this, or show you something, or bring up a screen. Like, if we're just chatting about something as we're gaming, then I'm not going to class it as a proper tangent. Okay, we can't afford new airplanes. Let's have a look at the line and see what else is going on. The Brad Brick service looks like it's running good, and it also looks like we are out of capacity. Like, we have too many bricks. Yes, we do. The train's only just left as well. Can we clone that train? How much would it cost? Not that much. There we go. So then can we replace these vehicles? Or, hang on, not replace. Edit the selected vehicles. So they're already, I think they're already maximum length. I'm just wondering, could we change the cargo car to have a much better capacity? I mean, that one has a capacity of 13, but it's also longer. Or it looks like it's longer. It's got a higher top speed. Much higher top speed. Oh, I don't know. It would probably cost a lot. And if we did an upgrade, a full upgrade, the the diesel locomotive that we were using is a little bit slower, but a lot cheaper. But if we wanted to use the locomotive that I wanted to use, along with the wagons that I want to use, it would increase the capacity significantly, but it would cost 83 million to replace it all. Maybe I should just put one of them on, or I should have put one of them on. Let's just check the road vehicles. They seem to be doing okay there. See, that's the train I just purchased, and it's already full. Although there is a new train just waiting. Yeah, the shipments are a little bit behind on the level there. I think we're okay. I think these boats are just killing us a little bit. I mean, it would be nice to do smaller distances, but I haven't really found anywhere that is really that appropriate. It's like this map just hasn't really lent us to being able to do anything like that. We don't even have a massive amount there. We're at maximum production over here, so I think if we add a ship, we'd end up having too many ships. Okay, what else is going? The Pick Food Service? That's making a lot of money? Really? I was not expecting that. So this is the food service that comes up and down the this coastline, and apparently it's making a lot of money. We've got quite a lot of stuff here, and it doesn't look like there's enough room for it all. I don't think we've expanded this one yet, have we? Oh, we have already expanded it once. Wow, okay. And what about this one? That one's been expanded twice. So maybe if we expand this one again. We could put a large building on, and that increases the capacity. There we go. So we can just store more in there before it gets taken away. I've got a funny feeling we actually need more vehicles on that line. Because, like, yeah. Although, are those trucks really old? 30 vehicles. If we go to the cargo, we're carrying grain and food. Yeah. They are really old. They're not even on the list anymore. So we almost certainly need to upgrade them. Problem is we haven't got the money. So what we'll do is we'll upgrade some of them. Because hopefully that means we'll get more money. There we go. There's 10 of them. How much? It cost us 3 million. There we go. So now, roughly, now a third of these trucks have been upgraded. And I can't find a single one of them. Is it because I'm looking for the wrong... Oh, there we are. There's one. So we can now carry an extra 2. And we can go a lot quicker. Which is always good. Aircraft's taking off in the background. You have no 1-cent coin. All cash is rounded to the nearest whole number. You can make with 5 or 10 cents. Fair enough. Seems like a relatively logical way of doing it, I guess, if it fits. So hopefully that will make a profitable route even more profitable. The The aircraft ones, we could just throw like one aircraft into the mix. It's like manage vehicles, one aircraft, clone. That cost us about 4 million, I think. Having one more aircraft means we'll shift more passengers. Okay. Just have a drink. There we go. Thank you very much. Drinky time. Let's have a look at the station list and see what the overload is like on these things. Okay, so really, it's only really the coal? What? Oh wow, look, we've got way too many vehicles here on this route. Yeah, we've got too many vehicles on this line. There's 20, let's get rid of 5. We'll sell them. Oh my goodness, the bank account just went into the negatives. Even after selling those vehicles. So half decent amount of metal here, but that's not too bad. Let's get that list up again. Okay, so the overload here is pretty bad, but the vehicles here are terrible. We've got 30 vehicles that are just so old. It would cost 10 million to replace them all, which I can't afford to do. So maybe we replace 10 of them again. So replace 10 with that. Oh, we can't even afford that. I don't know whether to take out a loan or not. Wait a minute, you can replace. What do you mean? Oh, I can replace. There we go. We replace some of those vehicles. Hopefully the fact that they're faster and better will mean that we'll sort that out. I don't know if there's some sort of recession going on or something. Oh yeah, I upgraded this station and then never used the extra platforms because I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it. Always take a loan. This is not financial advice. Yes. As a general rule, I don't think loans are a good idea. Okay, so that Pickering food line is now making some of the most money that we've got, along with the aeroplanes. So hopefully adding those things will help. Should we cut some services? Like, we've got 3 trams going round and round and round in these directions, and there's just too much. It's like way too many trams. If we go down to 2 trams on each of those lines, we might stand a chance of making a profit. Okay. Because I think only one of these tram services is actually making a profit at the minute. So maybe 3 was a bit adventurous when we came in and did the trams. So let's knock that down. Okay, that's much better. we've still got some towns where we've got a lot of road vehicles going around, and there's like here, there is a frequency of 21 seconds. That is way too quick. Like, we don't need a frequency of 21 seconds. So instead of just having 5 in every town, let's try and match these frequencies. Look, that's gone to 35 seconds there now. Frequency of 33 seconds. I think that's too much as well. Let's get rid of one of them. Let's move this over here so that we can see what we're doing a little bit better, and we can see the aircraft as well. So let's just order by frequency. So the coal service, that's all fine. We've got a loop line here, the Brom loop. A frequency of 16 seconds. We do not need 5 vehicles for that. Imagine a vehicle coming by every 16 seconds. My balance is jumping up and down like crazy. I know. It's because we're making money and then the monthly costs hit in. And then we make money and then the monthly costs hit in. Okay. So this one is 24 seconds. I'm going to get rid of another vehicle. This one... Okay. I mean, I think anything less than 30 seconds is too frequent. Unless it's like a cargo route. Brandon says, it's like me in OpenTTD where I lose money for 3 months and then make tons of that 1 month money where your ship actually arrives. So that's the problem with having like slow vehicles that make long journeys. Like, you're losing money, you're losing money, you're losing money, and then you get some income, you have a massive peak, and then it drops back down again. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to get another couple of these vehicles off here. The Kemp loop was not the best. And this mid loop as well, we'll get rid of one of them. I think anything 45 seconds and above, I think that's good. There was one line that lost millions. I think you should look at that first, says Timman. I'm concentrating on the road vehicles and the bus routes because I kind of neglected checking them previously. But yes, there are lines that are losing millions. Like this loop line here, it is losing millions. And there's only 4 trains on it. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. Do I get rid of one of the trains? Like, my intuition's saying that we need to get rid of one of the trains. Or maybe even 2. Too many trains, not even 50% full. You're right, we're going to get rid of 2 trains. We're going to get rid of train 3 and train 4. Gone. Selling them. Disposed. There we are. Hopefully that should help. The frequency is every 8 minutes, but that's not too bad. Yeah, I took out the trains that weren't named. So, we're alright on that front. The main line here looks like it's got too many trains in, but it's only got 2 trains. And this pick machines, for some reason, this is not making money, and I think it should do. And I'm not sure why. I think... Why is this not working? Like... I think we're just not producing them fast enough for these trains to be worth... Like, we've got a second train coming back here. Yeah. And it looks like they haven't been filled with more than 69% of it. Probably only need 1 train. I think you're right. Let's get rid of train 16. There we go. 7 million. We've got 40 million now. Brandon says, it's good to have one always waiting, right? I mean, in OpenTTD, I would say yes, because the amount of income you get versus, like, the cost of having a train sat waiting, and then the ratings that you get as a result of not having cargo left on the platform is really important, and it's all good. In this game, it's all a little bit quirky, because it costs a lot more money to run a train. Like, your profit margins are smaller. Okay. Let's have a look at the situation now. So, the main line is still bleeding money, but not as much. The bus and tram routes are also losing money, but again, not as much as it was. And the anti-clockwise loop again has got too many trains on it. I think we could probably get away with losing 2 of those trains. There we go. See how that goes. Upgrade all trucks. I mean, I wanted to upgrade trucks, but it just took too long. Hence, you consider owning a train. I would. I'd like to have a train, but I would definitely not have anywhere to put it. What was we talking about? I can't remember now. Do we need another airplane? I think we do. Right, we'll throw another aircraft onto the aircraft loop. That will help the situation. We've still got our boats running. We've got 2 sets of boats going at the moment. I did speculate we could have a 3rd set, and I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was one of these towns linking to one of these towns. Don't really like that though. It just doesn't look like it's meant to be. We've got quite a lot of oil here for some reason. I thought we maxed out the production. Do we need 1 more boat? Not sure. Let's have a look at the vehicles. The vehicles that are doing the worst are not all the trucks. There's a few Pickering food trucks which are not doing great. Trucks. Apparently the well food route's not doing very well. Let's look at it in the line view. Okay, overall they're doing alright. They are doing good. The aircraft aren't making quite as much money as what I thought they would. Strange. Maybe we're getting to the point where we've got too many aircraft and they're actually starting to interfere with each other's flight patterns. I'm going to sell one. I know I just purchased one, but I'm gonna sell one. Suddenly, you're rich. Yeah, but most of that richness is because I sold trains and they were worth money, not because the company's making loads of money. Like, this game is terrible at showing you your operating profit. So there we go. Oh, right, well, we're going to have to draw the stream to a close in a little while. Before we do, we'll obviously keep improving and making tweaks, but we need to do our Viewer Plus name in the game. So the Viewer Plus program is just like some other subscription programs where you can support me, except it's done through my own website, so there's no middleman. All the money you put forward to the program, minus a small processing fee from PayPal, comes to me to support the channel. And I did say in Discord, but I'll say it in a video. And I let everybody know for transparency reasons, because I like to be transparent about that sort of thing, that the project last tax year made, I think it was 14% profit before tax. So that just goes to show how megally important the support from the Viewer Plus people are, because all of those costs that I have for running this channel and everything that we do around the channel really do add up, and it is the support of those people that keep things going. So as a thank you, we're going to see the person on the next hang on a second. So I'm gonna press this button down here, and when I press this button down here, we'll go to the next screen and we'll see who we're saying thank you to tonight, and put in your name in the game, and we'll name a train after you. And that person is Mr. Beantown. I think we might have a train already. Not in this game. Okay. Mr. Beantown, congratulations, there we go, your name is in the game, along with a few other people here like Gecko, Matt Strat and Network 17. Thank you very much to everybody who is a Viewer Plus subscriber. If you want to know more about Viewer Plus, you can go to the website and you can support the channel from as little as, I think it's £3.12. So it is not a massive wedge of cash. Everybody chipping in just a little bit, keep things going. And if you can see on this screen, we are currently at 43 Viewer Plus subscribers. When we get to 50 Viewer Plus subscribers, that is where we do the £10 Steam voucher giveaway every month, in addition to all the other benefits. So check out the website for that. Okay, what's happening here? We've got a lot of trucks sat around. Why? I don't think these trucks are set to full load. No, they're not. Okay, I feel like we need to improve this station, so let's do that. So we're going to configure this by having a second bitty bob there. We'll have street access going. I don't know if that's in or out. That was out. So we need to remove that, and we need to go in, and then we will have a new bit of road. What is it? It's this one, the small country road will do for this little section. kind of want that bit straight. There we go. And then when they come round here and they come into Holt, Wellington Holt, we want to give them an alternate place that they can go to. There we go. So they can go into that second lane if they want to. Yeah, Tinman, me and you had the same idea there. I mean, it's a little bit broken at the minute, but it will... And also the fact that we've now got an in and an out, that helps this situation too. It helps with the flow. But that's quite bad, that. So I'm not sure if we just need to wait a little bit for some of them to filter through before they start using the secondary option. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. We got any more slowdowns anywhere? No, that's all working nicely. Picking up the logs. How many logs have we got? We've got 55 logs here. I think that's the maximum we can have, isn't it? We might need a few more trucks, I'm not sure. Having said that, now we've fixed this, those trucks will deliver quicker, we'll get more money, and they'll get back to get more logs quicker as well. So that's good. Money is slowly going up, and I would like now to use this money to improve all the vehicles in this line, because some of them are absolutely horrendous. So we will do the replace selected vehicles, replace the lot. It's only going to cost 6 million. There we go. So we paid 25,000 for the ones that were already that vehicle type, and then we paid, I think it was $1/3 for the others. So that's better now. So hopefully that line will climb the rankings a little bit. It's already number 2 at the moment in the amount of money it's making. This Brad Brick service, we need to improve the engines on that line. Like, one of those trains has been running for 93 years. 93-year-old train. We definitely need to replace it. Oh, you can press H to honk the horn. I did not know you could do that. Look at that. Somehow making the most money. Well, the thing is with this line egg, it's a long line. I think it's one of our longest, and it's providing bricks. It's going a very direct route. So yes, it's not completely straight, but we're going from this station down here at the bottom of the screen to this one over here, and we bend slightly left to get around this body of water, but it's not actually that bad. So we're going relatively direct. We've got a lot of bricks coming through. I feel like we need to upgrade the engines, but we can't afford to just do them all. So I think what we should do is just one by one on this line just go, okay, let's go into manage vehicles, and we'll go like Andy, we will do edit selected vehicle, and we'll just like we'll go, that's 5 million a year to run. I think we'll stick with the diesel. So I think what we did, if we just get rid of the engine and just do a direct swap out, That will cost 7 million. That's not too bad. We can manage that. And upgrade the carriages. Okay, okay. So if we get rid of all those carriages and we go to cargo and we get the best one that can carry bricks, that's going to cost 14 million. Oh, they have a speed limit, do they? They do. Alright, there you go. We upgraded one of them. Here it is. So this train here, Nudger, steaming along quite nicely, is going along at 50 kilometers an hour. That's its top speed. It cannot go faster than that. Where's the other train? This train is hurtling down the line at 106 already and increasing. It's going to have to stop to get into the station. There we go, it's stopping at the signal. Is there a tool to change high-speed track tool, electrify tool? Oh, there isn't a tool to upgrade signals. That'd be nice. Just like you click on a section of track and all the signals go from the old semaphore type to the new ones. Well, there we go, folks. We spent a relatively large amount of money there. We've got a couple of boat services on the go, but I don't think they're actually doing that great. You know what? They're pulling a profit. I think that's a bit of an achievement. Both the two boat services we've put in place today are pulling a profit. Not massive ones, but they're up there. Like, if we look in the list of everything, like, they're in the top half. Like, this list is all... Oh, no, hang on. Let me get it right. Yeah, so this list is almost exactly like bottom half, top half. And both of them are in there. And they're doing better than some of the trams. They're even doing better than a couple of the train shuttles. So there you go. Now that your train is faster, you could delete some of the trains on the track and buy a second new train. Yeah, one of the other things we're going to have to do as well is I think we're going to have to upgrade the track. Because I don't think the speed limit... Is it this track? Yeah, we haven't got high speed track here. So we're going to have to go down the line. And, like, upgrade all of this track to high speed. Can't remember the difference. Doesn't actually say in the tooltip, but I'm going to upgrade the track until it meets the Lego line, like to here, and we'll do the rest later. And yes, we will need less trains because, like you say, they're gonna move quicker. I think they carry more as well. Like, this one's full over here and it's carrying 80 bricks. This one is loading up and I think it's going to be able to carry like 105 bricks. So you are looking at like an 82%. Are you looking at 82%? It's more. It can carry more. So it can go faster, which means it can do a journey and get back to load again quicker, and it can carry more in the first place. So you are right. We will need less trains on that line. But we're going to leave it there for now, folks. Okay. It's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, look at those aeroplanes. Oh, we need to look at those aeroplanes. Okay, so what are we looking at here with these aircraft? So we've got our current aircraft, which goes at 486 kilometers an hour and carries 19 people, and then we've got this new passenger jet that goes nearly 900 and carries 50. Although it would cost me 315 million to replace the fleet. Having said that, we wouldn't need so many aircraft. Instead of having 14 aircraft, we could get away with like 7 or less. Less actually. So they carry more than twice as much and then going nearly twice as fast. So we actually only need a quarter of the vehicles that we've got. Or maybe like a third. So get rid of all those other... Should we do this? I can't resist it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to get rid of all but one of the aircraft. That should give us some money. We've got 74 million. Then we're going to replace this vehicle with the new one. And then we will clone it. Clone. And clone. There we go. We've got 3 of them. And that's it. There's only one in the air now. And it's going for it. Let's check out the ones that are going to be taking off. Okay, we're at the wrong airport. Go to the other airport. Where's the airport gone? There it is. Does it have a horn? Yes! Oh, it's the call beep. Oh. This is what we've been waiting for. High capacity aircraft. Look at all those people. Just standing there, waiting to teleport inside. Let's find out what our pilots have got in the cockpit now. Okay, so in the cockpit, they have controls, and they have seats, and we did just go through another aircraft. Oh, this is fantastic. We've been waiting for this for a while. Yeah, a nice wooden desk in the cockpit. There's a lot of attention to detail, like the way that the wheels move. There's some things that aren't as good as others, but overall it is absolutely fantastic. There we go. It just went straight by that bird. Okay, so there's 50 people on board. I wonder how much that... See, the problem is that we've just messed around with one of our most profitable services, and it's now the least profitable service. But it hasn't done any journeys yet. I think this one's just about to, and it's only got 19 people on board, so it's not really going to tell us what we want to know. Because obviously the faster the journey, the more money you get as well. So that was 1.1 million. So where's the other aircraft? It shouldn't take long to get here. It's all the way over there? Nah. I can only see 2 aircraft. Where's the other one gone? Oh, there's the other one. Okay, so the other one is here. So this one is on quite a loss at the moment. It's at minus 1.3 on the finances. But I'm hoping that when it delivers, it will deliver and make 3 million. Double the speed and 250% of the passengers. That makes it 5 times better. Yeah, roughly 5 times better, which is why I think we might get away with having 3 or 4 of these aircraft instead of 14. I'm just going to have a quick drink. It's not quite double. But here we go. It's now cost us 1.7 million to fly this plane since it was purchased. And it's coming in towards the airport at 200 kilometers an hour. See, it doesn't do the entire journey at full speed. It's got to speed up, it's got to slow down, and during landing and takeoff, it goes slower. So there's that to into consideration as well. So I don't know if the income will be 3 million for this flight. It would be nice if the income was. Yeah. Brandon says, reminds me of maglev in TTD where it actually really slow until it accelerates. I mean, every vehicle's like that, Brandon. Like, you go on a train, it takes a while for the train to get up to speed. Now, this aircraft has cost us 2 million to do this journey so far. But, it'd be nice if it was like 4 or 5 million. But I think I'm being relatively realistic with saying it's going to make 3 million here. This is your last chance to get your shout in on the chat if you think it is going to be more or less than 3 million. 3,034,679 pounds. Spot on. Absolute spot on. So that's going to fill up with people now, do the return journey. And there's a second aircraft coming in behind it as well. Last time we had to wait for it to come out the hangar, taxi along, fill up before it then took off. This time it's just a matter of get the money, get passengers on board, and then take off. So I think we might be looking pretty good on that. So at the moment, overall, that line is at the bottom of the screen and it was at the top, which might seem like a terrible thing. But these aircraft have only just starting to pay off. So I think we'll be okay. And if you want to know whether we're going to be okay, join me next time to find out. I'm going to be taking a couple of weeks off here and there. I think I'm going to take a couple of weeks off in a week or two. Maybe just 1 week off, and then I'm going to be taking a couple of weeks off in a couple of months just to spend time with family and stuff. But overall, these streams are going to keep coming, so join me this time next week for more Transport Fever. And of course, we've got our Let's Play of Skyrim on Thursday. Things are hotting up a bit on there. Literally, we got new fire spells, so we're going to be using them as well, which will be great. And I think this weekend we might have 2 videos. We'll have to see. OpenTTD should be back. There might also be a Minecraft. There might even be something else as well that I need to get out there. I've got so many videos in the works. It's ridiculous. Like, I've got about 5 or 6 in progress videos right now. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. But it's been a fantastic evening. I've loved playing the game and I've loved hanging out with you guys. It's been great. So take care, everybody. And until I see you soon, goodbye for now, everyone. Ta-ra.